Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction bingo for One Piece chapter 1151. Excited as always to read, actually getting on this a bit early. Technically like midday Thursday is when the scans came out, but I'm recording this midday Friday. Hopefully we'll get it up for you patrons and channel members immediately after recording. So if you want to become a patron or channel member by hitting join down below or going to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description. You get these videos whenever I read the scans, but then I'll post them publicly for everybody once the official translation comes out. Also, I just remembered before coming to record that I forgot to update the patrons and members list, so I apologize for anybody who needed me to update that. I don't think anybody's new though. I think maybe one person might have left, but I don't think anybody's new. I maybe need to update the crowns a little bit, but I just remembered before coming to record that I hadn't updated that. Also, for last week's One Piece video, there was this weird sound that happened a couple of times. No clue what caused it. I couldn't, like, in the waveform on, like, when I was editing and stuff, it didn't even show up there. It was just something that I could only audibly hear. So yeah, no clue what was up with that. Hopefully that doesn't become a recurring issue. If it does, I'm going to need to figure out how to solve it. But hopefully no problem. And yeah, I guess that's a bit about it. But we have me figuring out what's going to be on my bingo card. If you want to make your own bingo card, the generator's updated every week, and a link will be in the comments and description. So, what I ended up with on mine this week: we've got Bounty Reveal, Silhouetted Character, New Name Devil Fruit Flashback, Carrot Andor Zunisha, Food, Nika mentioned, Straw Hat Grand Fleet Representative, Named Attack Kid Pirates, Yonko Imusama, Free Space which we can click, Joybo mentioned, Seraphim, Revolutionary, Wano Piece, Cross Guild, Muma, Thousand Sunny, Giant Child, Zoan Transformation, God Knights, Vivi Wappler Morgan, and Heart Pirates. You know, as I was going, I started off strong with like some of these more like easy options, and I'm like, okay, have I just week after week I haven't been getting Blood, Sweat, or Tears? What are the odds of that? But we got some like easier ones toward the top, and then like, you know, a few thrown in there as we kept going along, like Kid Pirates or Seraphim, and we just kept getting things thrown at us. My optimism just kept dropping and dropping. Even with 2 chapters, I've been not getting bingo recently. So, yeah, either way, I think that's it. I don't want to leave you on a super long intro or anything, but I don't think there's any more to discuss before I start reading. As always, though, I am excited. This one's titled That's Enough, I've Got This. This arc's been really great so far, and we're starting with some Wano Piece. We have the sumo circle there with Yamato, and we have Kawamatsu in the background. Then Onichild Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 35, a sumo tournament in Hakamai. Yokozuna Sukune, Urashima's big brother, is sent flying. Alright, cute. That's just another one that, with this cover story, I feel like I'm fine with the cover stories just kind of doing whatever. And for me personally, we're just, you know, seeing some adventures. We got important stuff in here in the, in page 1 and Ulti joining Yamato. Now, compared to past cover stories, that's not that big, but I mean, it's something. So for 35 entries, not much of importance has happened, and I've seen people complain about that, but personally, I'm fine just it being a fun story. To me personally, my least favorite frontispieces are the request ones. I think the request ones are usually just kind of boring, nothing. So color spread's always nice, but I would much prefer even a cover story where not much is going on to the request ones that just aren't canon and don't mean anything. Because at least with cover stories, even if it's just a random character doing random things, that's more of the world of One Piece. But going to the actual chapter, we have Please Snap Out of It, Captains. Elder Yarul is the world's oldest warrior. He's a living legend. What's with Dorian Brogi's demonic transformation? We've always looked up to him. Yeah, you said it, Kashi. I love the demon designs for them. But the elder we all idolized is just a broken old man now. That's why it's up to us to put him out to pasture. And after that, we will reign as kings. Elbaf has no need for idols or gods. Okay, I'm thinking too now. the title being "That's Enough, I've Got This." Who is going to be? Is it going to be Luffy finally showing up and stepping in? Is it going to be Loki being like, "I've got this"? I wonder, like, who is this going to be in reference to? It's time to call forth a new era of war, an age ruled by the strong. How can you say that? This isn't you. What the hell happened to you guys? Stay back, Kashi. They flipped. They're not the same people anymore. They've become pitch black demons, right? Right down to their core. No way. And then Tallman. His name is Tallman. Seems like maybe he's getting turned. Oh, Domi Reversi. That's cool. We're seeing like an actual, like, I always thought it was Reversi, an actual like Reversi board with the pieces being flipped. That is such an interesting ability. Damn it, I'm stuck. No, wait, stop. I don't want to flip too. And then the piece flips as we see them flip through the ground. And that is how it was before when they changed. What a cool ability. So do the real versions of them get sent to whatever the abyss is, and like the sort of demonic versions get flipped out of the abyss? Then, I feel amazing. Tallman, you fall back. And we see the destruction being caused by the demon giant warrior pirates. We're in a bad position here. It seems the enemy took down Giban too. What? No way that's possible. And Ripley's hearing it. Wait for me, Cologne. Yasan was... Mama's coming to save you. Branch 8. They're devils now. The giant warrior pirates have become complete demons. And we have all of the sleeping children thinking about demons. Now we see Nightmare Fissure, and there's more nightmares being summoned because of it. Rise up. Death means nothing to you. Wahaha. That's right. Wake up. Come to life. Elbaf's nightmare will never end, and we have Kiringam. Looks like running through the air? Then things are really heating up. Hold on, is this human form? We're finally getting to see human form. Holy crap. No holding back now that a certain someone's shown up. Rampage to your heart's content, my dream demons. Elbaf, this is your doing. You brought these monsters into the world. Saint Kiringam, mythical dragon fruit, model Kirin hybrid form. That is so cool. So the hybrid form is like one of the centaur type hybrids like we've seen before with Jack or a couple others maybe. Okay. Or I guess also one of the Venus Juro. Venus Juro was also one of those types. So we're getting to see at least the humanoid face of Kiringam. That's so cool. Okay. Really cool, but before I continue, I want to see if I got anything on the board. I don't have blood, sweat, or tears, right? That's crazy. I mean, technically, the demons are just like dark like that. It's not really a silhouette to count for silhouetted character. Geez, I probably don't have anything actually, do I? Yeah, I actually don't think I do. We haven't had a named attack yet, right? We haven't seen Luffy yet to count as Yonko. We haven't seen Imusama yet. Maybe I stopped for no reason. We did get Wano Piece, but... And we have some Mumas. The giant children. Zoan Transformation. God's Knights. Okay. But I just think, looking at the rest of this board, I just might be screwed. I was like, oh, if Nika's mentioned, but then what are the odds we get Carrot or Zunisha? Yeah. There might have been food in the background somewhere. That's something I always like think about. I'm like, maybe that showed up in the background and I just missed it. That's crazy. Also, if I don't think I have it on my board, but if you have Awakened Devil Fruit or Devil Fruit Awakening, Kiringam probably counts still. Is it me, or are there even more of them now we have Nami? Things have really spiraled out of control, says Jinbei, and then we have Usopp. Master Dory, Master Brogy, this is your homeland, what the hell are you doing? Open your eyes. How can you bear turning into something with no pride at all? Damn it, we couldn't save the children. No wonder Saul failed to stop them. The kids are guarded by monsters and invisible thorns. Bent, Ylva! As if I could pass out now. I swear I'm coming to save you. Just wait for me. My lord, how far are we to take this? And we have Summers talking to Emu. The board's already covered in our color, says Kiringam. These nightmares are made of pure malice. If we let them rage, they'll eventually destroy themselves. Press on until it shatters. Until what shatters? The spirit of Elbaf. Had Harald not blundered in that critical hour, this nation would long have been beneath my rightful dominion. Okay, Harald not blundered, and then I see we're cutting away to a new scene because of the, lines on the side. Are we finally going to get the Harald backstory from Loki now if we're cutting away to something else? I am so excited to see where we continue from here. And like I said before, I love these three as villains. What we've seen out of them so far, legitimately, I said it like a chapter or two ago, I'm not a power scaler guy. I think power scaling in most stories is really stupid because what it comes down to is who the author wants to win will win because of reasons, whatever reasons get made up and thrown in. But legitimately, I see each of these three as pretty much like Admiral or Yonko, on their own. I feel like all of the God Knights so far are just high level. And that's, to me, if we're in a world like One Piece's world, going into the big final battle, we have a world government that's been ruling for 800 years, I think that their fighters should be at that level. Or else why would their, rule not have crumbled in the hundreds of years that they've been ruling if they didn't have this kind of power? Okay, very cool though. We have a few minutes earlier, Realm of the Dead. This counts as flashback. So we got something. We're seeing Chopper come in. I don't have any Straw Hat, do I? Yeah, I don't have that as an option. We got flashback, but we might, again, if we're moving down with Chopper, we're going to go down to Luffy's group maybe. Maybe then I'll get Grand Fleet Representative and Yonko, but... Oh, we do have Imusama. Let's see. We had Harald mentioned, but I'll leave it there for now before continuing. We got Chopper falling down, and of course Chopper's falling with Scopper, so perfect setup for the doctor happening to be the one falling with the injured guy, the person best capable of helping him. I jumped without thinking. Wait, I gotta stay calm. I can do this. I can't let him die. We have this comedic running in the air. That guard point to protect him. If you want to hear about it, get on your knees, Hyradine. You killed my father, Loki. He was my dad, too. And look what you did to your own parent. Stop it, Hyradine. Hey, Chopper just fell down. Huh, I heard a noise, but did you see him? Nah, you're right. Something definitely just fell down there. Or down here. It's just past that ridge, says Loki. Wait, how did I know it was Chopper? Someone's with him, but they're hurt. So it seems like Luffy is getting even better at, I would say, maybe even past observation hockey, maybe into the voice of all things, because somebody fell and he could sense not only that it was Chopper, or not only that somebody was falling, but he could sense who the person falling was. And also we're seeing, once again, a feat of Loki's, senses that we've seen kind of showed off a few times, where he could tell somebody had fallen and where they had fallen. Something serious must be happening if they fell all the way from the realm of the sun. Let's go find them right away. And we have this set up with Hyradine's crew, Loki, and the monster trio. Hey, Gurdon Goldberg, is there anything you want us to fetch on the way? Like someone's head or some jewels? There is something I want. No, Loki, we're not going to set you free. No need to be so serious. And then we have ringing. Hello, Loki? Whoa, Mosa, I'm busy. Let's chat later, and he whispers. I'll be quick. I have my hands full here, too. I just have one thing to say. Huh? Fine, just keep your voice down. Earlier, I didn't get the chance to tell you, before, but the truth is, looks like I'm not going to be able to use a transponder snail for a while. What? Did something happen? At first I was just scared, but before I knew it, I found our conversations to be a calming experience. and I wouldn't trade them for anything. That's why I wanted to talk to you, or wanted to thank you again. Oh, what is this? Is something happening to you? And he's trying to whisper. You didn't. That nasty business didn't crop up again, did it? It's okay. Don't worry about me. Is that place? Thank you for everything you've done till now. Wait, hey Mosa. I really want to know who Mosa is, because now we heard that Mariwa was like getting attacked, up in flames, whatever. And if that's the case, does that have something to do with what Mosa's doing? Like at first it seemed like it could have been Garling, maybe I'm forgetting it's Shamrock, but probably more likely Garling than Shamrock. But there are so many options actually for who it could be. And then, damn, what are you looking at? And he looks over to Gerd. It's nice to know that you somehow found a friend to lean on in the realm of the dead. Don't you dare tell anyone. Gerd, you have to treat him. It's Yasan. He's severely wounded. Huh? So, this old-timer's popular around here, huh? Good job saving him, Chopper. What? It was nothing special. Praising me doesn't make me happy or anything, you jerk. So, is Gerd just a better doctor than Chopper here? What? This old man? You're saying he was on the Pirate King's crew? And we got to that. That means he was on the same ship as Roger and Rayleigh. He served as one of the Pirate King's wings alongside Dark King Rayleigh. He was probably their third strongest member. What? He really was a big shot pirate then, huh? No wonder he was tough. So Shanks must know him too. He just moved. I think he's trying to say something. Yasan, what is it? I was second. He couldn't let that comment slide. That's a really funny moment. Yasan, I'm glad you're awake. What could put a man like him in this condition? That's right. Things up there are bad, Luffy. We need you guys. They've taken the kids hostage. There's only a handful of enemies, but nobody can even make them budge. A bunch of enormous monsters are running amok too. And on top of all that... hey now, this Haki is... And we have the Black Lightning. And then Zoro and Sanji react. Hyradine's crew reacts. This is... Everybody, we need to get a lift up to the Sun Realm right now, says Hyradine. Elbaf is in danger. Chopper, that's enough. I've got this, says Luffy. What could be the source of this ridiculous burst of Haki? Doga, haha. You guys really will need my power now. And then Loki. They're finally ready to go. Again, a lot of good shots here. Like the group that was down below. That one shot of all of them. Minus, what was it? Goldberg and Gerd, who were maybe out of that panel. And then the shot here at the end with Luffy and the two brothers. Okay. Really good chapter once again. We still don't know, like we had it hinted at again by Emu, and then we have hints more still just teasing again and again with Loki and Hyradine, whatever this backstory is with Harald. Very, very good chapter again though. I love this one. It was kind of a transitional thing, just carrying the story forward, but I think it crushed it. I think it was really good. Okay, so checking the bingo board one last time. No bounty reveals or silhouetted characters or name devil fruits. No characters or Nisha. Food, maybe, might have actually shown up in one of these panels where we were down below. Yeah, Luffy's eating. There's food. I thought so. I figured there would be if we cut to them. I just didn't really pay attention for it. Grand Fleet representative. We have Hyradine. So actually, I filled in a lot more spaces than I expected to. We got guard point. I mean, it's not really an attack so much as a transformation. But it is a name technique. So I will leave named attack up to you. It's not going to help me either way, so I'll just click it. But, unless there is a silhouetted character I missed. But, yeah. I'll leave it up to you. If you want to count named attack, if it helps you because of Chopper's guard point, then fair enough. Yonko we got because of Luffy. No Jorbo mention, of course. There's no Seraphim or Revolutionaries or Cross Guild. Like, I leave some of these things as options to show up because we kind of left the Kid Pirates or the Heart Pirates on a bit of a cliffhanger. The Heart Pirates, or at least Law and Beppo, were supposed to be going to where the Straw Hats were, so at any point, if they did show up in the story, it's like, well, I'm not really expecting them to. It wouldn't be out of place because we know that was what was happening. The Kid Pirates were wrecked outside of the island that we're currently on, so again, while I think the Kid Pirates, are they just dead or are they just gone? While the Kid Pirates are suspiciously missing in action, at any point if they showed up, it's like, okay, well, they were right off the shore of Elbaf, so it makes sense if they show up. So some of these, like, or like Seraphim, or Cross Guild, we left them on the idea that some of the Seraphim were being sent after the Cross Guild, and then we never followed up on that. So again, at any point, if Oda decided to just show, oh yeah, that's happening, it wouldn't be out of place. So I leave it there, even though, same with Vivi Wapler Morgans, even though personally I'm not really too hype for them. I don't really care to see Vivi Wapler Morgans. Again, it's one of those things that at any point Oda could decide, okay, we're bringing Vivi back in, and it'd be like, oh, that makes sense. So I leave them up there, even though I'm not really expecting some of them, because they wouldn't be out of the question. So yeah, more filled in than I was expecting. Still no bingo, but of course some of you might have got like any Straw Hat member. That's an easy one. You might have got Blood, Sweat, or Tears, another easy one. I just happened to not get too lucky with these. I don't really know if we saw too much in the way of blood or tears, but we did see quite a few like sweat drop panels for those sweat scalers out there. But I think that's going to be it for this week. I thought the chapter was very good. I had a lot of fun with it, and I hope you did too. So, like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this week's chapter, my thoughts, reaction, all that. Did you get a bingo? Did you do poorly as well? I know some of you, like Pate, also have terrible luck with this, apparently. Even though, like, so much of the board is filled in, just happen to slightly miss out and sometimes greatly miss out every time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. I've got a link to the Discord server. It's free and open for anyone. If you'd like to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks or sharing around, it's appreciated. If you would like to help support the channel by becoming a patron or channel member, it's appreciated, and you can get these One Piece videos early before the official translation comes out whenever I get a chance to record the scans. And also, you can get your name at the end of videos. Like I said, though, I did forget to update this week, so it hasn't been updated in a week. So sorry if anything's a little behind there. But yeah, forgot to update it this week. But thank you to people who are members and patrons. All you got to do is hit join down below, or go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description. And yeah, thank you to chosen regulars Evan Hawley and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, FR Nono, JA and VD Band, Sheridan Students, David Langstaff and Folded Ghoul, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, Pure Elements, Pate Ardial, and Elsa the Storyteller. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all next time.